Hey there, everybody in the FFPE Global Facebook group, and hello again to YouTube. And Happy New Year to anybody who sees this on New Year's Eve, which is when I'm recording it and posting it. Happy New Year to all of you. This is going to be a short video, not only because it's New Year's Eve and I'd like to hang out with my family a little bit, but also because I'm not feeling very well, so I'm sorry if I sound stuffy or congested. But we had a question that came up today, and I committed to making a video to try and answer it because it's a pretty easy one to do, and visually, I think step by step, very useful to do a video on. So we'll do that, and then I'll go to bed because I need to sleep. So yeah, let's get right into it. And the question that came up today in the Facebook group is this. Stuart asks us, hey guys, I'm missing something. If I have a set equipment as a unit's favorite, how do I reload that onto a unit? And Stuart and I kind of went back and forth a little bit about, here's what you do. And he said, oh, I think I tried that and it's not working. So I said I would just demonstrate it here, how to do it. It's a pretty easy process. And to do that, we're just going to demonstrate this by going into the units screen, which is our first step. So, excuse me, we're going to go ahead and drop this out here and pull up the steps. So the steps are very easy. First of all, you have to put a unit into your party, equip that unit, select set as favorite. You can only see that once you change your unit's equipment. And then you remove the unit from the party. You don't have to do that step every time, but to demonstrate it and to test it, we're going to show you how removing that from the party helps, and then putting them back in the party, and they should be equipped the way you have them. So let's demonstrate that a little bit here. I've got a unit, Ruggles, that it has no equipment on. You can see that, and we're just going to go ahead and open him up and equip him. And I'm going to equip him with his Trustmaster reward, the Master's Hammer. And I'm not going to click set as favorite just yet. But notice that once I put that on there, that is available as a button. I'm going to go ahead and hit back and click on him again, swap him out, and just swap him out for Abel. Now, you'll notice that Abel has no equipment over his head. And if we go back to Ruggles, I have to go all the way to the bottom of the list to get Ruggles because he's on this list here. Ruggles, hey buddy. Ruggles now has no equipment equipped. If I go into him and see, no equipment. And that is because of the feature that was added, the favorite equipment feature. Anytime you remove a unit's equipment or remove a unit from your party, they are automatically unequipped unless you have set them set with favorite equipment, in which case they'll be brought back in. So let's try that again following these steps. We're going to put the unit into a party, which we already have. We're going to equip him with something. Master's Hammer. Notice set as favorite becomes visible. Click set as favorite. Favorite equipment has been overridden. So the computer now knows this is Ruggles' favorite equipment. So we're going to do that. I'm going to remove him from the party to prove it. It's going to say, it says, does not say no equipment here anymore, right? I'm going to swap him out for Abel one more time. Abel has no equipment. We're going to put Ruggles back in, and Ruggles should be equipped with his Trustmaster reward, the Master's Hammer, automatically. Lo and behold, it does not say no equipment. If I click on equipment, I can see Master's Hammer is there. Set as favorite is grayed out because I have not changed anything yet. If I remove this, now set as favorite is not grayed out. I can select it again if I wanted to set him back to his default state. He's got no equipment, no abilities, nothing equipped. So I can set his favorite, and now that is overridden. Now this is his current favorite. So if I go back in, put Abel in. Abel has no equipment. Swap him back in for Ruggles. Ruggles should not be wearing anything. Ruggles has no equipment. Sure enough, there it is. And so this is a really great time-saving feature. You can, if you've got units that you use all the time or units that you always build a certain way. I'm thinking units that have, we'll get to that in just a second, just to kind of prove it, one more time. Go into some of my NeoVisions units. One that I have equipped is White Dragon Ling. As soon as I equip her, it shows that she has equipment equipped. If I look into it, her build that I have her running, that I at some point saved as her favorite. I need to put her a gun on, or her dagger on there. I've been meaning to update this for a while, so I'm gonna go ahead and put her dagger on there and set as favorite. So now her dagger build is her favorite. Put that back on here for her secondary. Her double STMR is now set as favorite for both forms. Cool. there you go. So that is how the feature works. You just got to follow those steps, put the unit in your party, equip the unit, then select set as favorite. You can test it by hitting remove from party and put them back in. They should be auto equipped. If you don't get that auto equipment on there, we're missing a step. So just double check your steps and make sure you've done it in that order, but that does demonstrate that it does in fact work. Like I said, this is going to be a pretty short video, but we do have Sharky here with us. Sharky's going to make a couple of quick suggestions when it comes to how to use this feature. No, Sharky, not that. This one, yeah. So Sharky's going to make a couple quick suggestions. I'm going to turn it over to Sharky.
Try and set up your favorite units as you go. Sitting down and doing them all at once will be a huge endeavor, but if you set up 1 to 2 units a day and use them anyways, it will save you time. Only put equipment on a unit that you will always use. Character-specific gear, specific builds.
Thank you for that, Sharky. So what Sharky's talking about is, if you've got a character that is always going to wear a couple of, pieces of equipment that are always going to be there, and then maybe you change out their killers, or you change out sometimes I want LB damage and sometimes I want this, but you're always going to have certain pieces of equipment. You only want to save the pieces that are going to always be in place. Sephiroth is a really good example. Let's go to Sephiroth here and show you what I'm talking about. Maybe go to the right game, right? Here we go. Sephiroth's a really great example. Sephiroth will always, no matter what, have his katana and his long coat. In my case, I've also got him saved with these 3 pieces of equipment. He's almost always going to have Master of Fate. He's almost always going to have a little bit of LB damage to boost him up to the rest of the way, right? To 300. I happen to have put, at some point, saved Supreme Victor for the killers, but, that's, not always necessary, so that maybe is someone you maybe would not save as favorite. But he's always going to have these 3 things, his katana, his STMR, and this Master of Fate ability to give him the extra 200% true double hand. So I really could have just saved those 3 things, and that's going to save me a little bit of time, and then I can just put on the killers that are specific to a specific trial, or a specific fight, or a specific whatever that I'm doing, just to make it a little bit easier, and then you don't have to unclick things and change it up. But it's really pretty easy just to change it on the fly, but only save what you need to. Only build up units that you're actually going to use. Don't bother doing this for everybody. And that's Sharky's little tip for the week. So that said, that's going to bring us to the end of the video. And I want to say a very special Happy New Year to everybody who has joined us. Oh, well, look at that. It's kind of like making my shirt invisible. That's funny. A very special Happy New Year to anybody who's been enjoying these videos and making this a successful part of the FFBE Global Group. For anybody who's followed on YouTube, so you can go ahead and grab these videos when they come live. I appreciate that too. And yeah, we wish you a very happy and safe New Year. Hopefully, if you're watching this video on New Year's Eve, hopefully you're safe at home and safe if you're out. And yeah, Happy New Year. Cheers. This is Sprite, by the way.